The thing that's going to make the most difference in our website is our background. And CSS is an entire another level. But I'm going to teach you some basic CSS that you're definitely going to use. There's two ways to put CSS into a document. One of them is much easier than the other, but it takes longer to load pages. I would recommend something called external CSS. We'll be talking about that next lesson. But this lesson, we'll be talking about internal CSS. Put it anywhere near the top right after the doctype HTML. And the tag is style. And put a style end tag. Now, this is how it works. You always want to put the group. And the group we're going to be using, there's multiple groups. You can put a group of H1. That would change all H1s to whatever you want to change it to. I want to change the entire page. That's called HTML, to change the entire page. That's going to be the main group. Then you want to go for these brackets around. Now, whatever you put it here is how you're going to change it. For us, we're going to do background. Make sure to put a dash, color, and put this, and then this, and whatever you put in here is whatever you're going to be saying. Say I want to change the background color to blue. I just type in blue, and with this text file save, it'll turn this blue. But blue looks really bad, so I'm going to change it to something completely different. I'm going to change it to cyan. File save. But I might be like, that's not exact enough. The best way to get exact and very close to what you really want is to open a new tab and go to color picker. And it'll just be there. Now, here's what you do. You go to whatever color you want. Say I want this blue color right here. Say I want this. You take this bottom number. That's called the hexadecimal value. You take this and you replace whatever word form you're going to use with this. This is the best way that real professional people use. And if you save, you can see the difference. That's a more exact version. And there's special designs that you can do. For example, for the website I made it going from white darker. You can do that exact same thing with one of the hardest things you might learn. It's called linear gradient. Now, where you were putting this number, background color, put linear gradient. This is a very cool thing that you can do, and I like it a lot. But put linear gradient in here and put some parentheses. Now, this might get a little bit hard, but I think you can understand. You have to first put what direction you're putting it in. For example, I want it to go to bottom right. Bottom right. That'll make it go from whatever I say first all the way down here. Put a comma and say your first color. I want it to go from this color I want it to go from this color make sure to put it right there, and then I want to put it to this color. this very beautiful color. Take the hexadecimal value and put it right after. Now it'll say, take this color from here, and from the very bottom, put it right there. Save that. And now let's go to Cheers for Life, reload the page, and I mess something up. I forgot. I'm so sorry, but you want to do background image for linear gradient. Background colors if you want to use hexadecimal values or real colors. If you do background image, you get the super cool color. Now you can see why I really like linear gradients. You can change the colors to whatever you want, and it'll change from this color down to this color. Also, you don't have to use this value. So I want to say I can use any value. So I want to say purple to cyan. Now if I do that, it'll have the exact same thing. It's just I personally like the more exact version. So I'm gonna redo that. I'm gonna get back what I had because I prefer the hexadecimal values, but you can get very exact with this too. There's many different versions of the word forms, but it's very hard to memorize, and I would just use hexadecimal values no matter what. And this is the end of the first episode. You could use linear gradients, anything like that, but you have to do a background image if you want to use linear gradient. But if you want to just do solid color, use background color. Make sure to use hexadecimal values